Great morning. First thing I got in my email today from the Federalist Society is, let me just read the titles of these. Unbelievable. If I can get this to come up. School shootings aren't caused by faulty gun laws, but by the collapse of the family. Okay? And the secondary thing they have right under that is a culture that celebrates dismembering children in the womb can't understand why it's afflicted with mass shootings. Okay? So trying to tie these in together, it's the family's fault. Okay? It's abortion rights faults that there's mass shootings. Despicable. So I'm going to pull some cards and see what it has to say about the Federalist Society and tying these two together. Tying these two claims together. Its breakdown of the American family. And why is there a breakdown in the American family? Number one, we have guys out there that create all these children, leave the woman in the lurch, don't want to give her a living wage, don't want to pay their child support, don't want to interact with the children, and then, of course, they blame the family, which there are so many one-parent families, which one-parent family usually means 99.9%. It's the woman that's left to raise these children by herself, okay, without any help from the men, okay? And so again, they want to put it on the woman. Oh, the abortion, that's the problem. That's the problem. Women are having abortions. Okay? But not having abortions is going to solve the problem. They're crowing about bad families. And so bringing more children into this world in one-parent families is going to automatically fix that problem. Okay? Unbelievable the way they spin things. But let's look at this. What's underneath of this? This Republican outrage, that it has to do with family. It's not because weapons of war are given to people that are unbalanced. That's not the problem. Okay? That's not the problem. So let's look and see what we have. In the past, we have, this standing up and this saying, this is our Second Amendment right. We're in control. We're going to tell you the way it needs to be. The emperor, I'm large and I'm in charge. Okay? In the center of it, out in the cold. You're out in the cold to do anything because we are large and in charge. So good luck. The challenge is investigating, looking deeper. We need to look into this deeper thing of the spin that these Republican uglies, the uber right. Now, I'm not saying all Republicans. I'm saying the uber-right Federalist Society that puts out these types of things, okay? The foundation of it is heartbreak. This is heartbreaking. Out in the cold, heartbreaking, okay? Above it, we have, we're going to put it in the lap of the women. We're going to put it in the women's lap. You can't raise your families right. It's all on you. Okay? We're going to put it in your lap. Okay, between the Emperor and the heartbreak we're going to tell you what's healthy and what's not healthy. We're going to try to convince you that this has to do with broken families. Okay, it's not the women that leave. 9 out of 10, it's the man, okay, that leaves these broken families that need to be healed, okay? So rather than putting it square in the lap of women, they need to put it square in the lap of men that are trying to control everything. And again, heartbreak investigation into the spins and things they are putting out. We need to look at this. Okay? Because above it, when it comes to the men, the uber right that are telling the women that are trying to hang on to things and put it in their lap, that we're facing losses. Okay? We are facing losses. You want to tell women you have to have more children? Then we're going to leave you. We're not going to give you child support. We're going to find every way around it. We're not going to give you help to raise the children. And we're going to blame you for everything that goes wrong. Well, isn't that special? Okay? So what we have is the abundance that's coming out. We really need to look at the spin that's being put out, what they're trying to fill us with. When it comes to women, we're out in the cold with these things, and they want to try to continue their spin. It's because women have abortions. Okay? That's the problem. The problem is the breakdown of the family. Well, if men would stand up to their obligations and be decent men, not chasing child pornography, not out there having illicit affairs, being honest, having some integrity, then maybe there wouldn't be a breakdown in the family. Oh, just think of that, okay? Underneath of it, we have their long-term goal. This is the path they walk, the uber right path, long-term goal, going to sit there and continue to put this out, this energy on how they're going to railroad everybody into their way of thinking. We're not going to take responsibility for everything. We're going to put it on the women. They're always the problem. You know, it's the same thing. The Garden of Eden, what happened? The woman's the problem. We need to keep her down. She's the one that offered us this fruit. She tempted us. It's her fault. Okay, nobody made him take that to eat it. Nobody forced him to do that, but she's gotten the blame the whole time. Okay, of concern is a victory, real victory for families, looking at this and seeing it, that it's, erroneous, it's bad. We need to change things about the fishtails that are being put out, the abuses of powers that they do, their ongoing spin and rhetoric and hate, upside down with things and trying to kill things, which could be beneficial, okay? The Federalist Society is so dark, and yet they're claiming to be the light. They're claiming to be the righteous ones. They're claiming to uphold the Constitution. And the Constitution is apparently only for old white men. Okay? The old crotchety white men that don't want anything to change. Again, if they could have slavery, they would. They want women ignorant, barefoot, okay, and pregnant. Okay? They don't like anybody of any other color. They have no regard for anyone except for their own malfeasance. I'm just going to put it that way. The only thing they regard is their own malfeasance. They're malicious things that they want to continue to put out there as righteous and holy, just like they put 45 on a pedestal, say he's the second coming, when he is an absolute liar. And who is the father of lies? Satan. So this is what they worship. They worship ego. They worship, I want things my way. Everybody's going to kowtow and bow down to what I'm saying. I'm going to put the blame and the shift on everybody else. I'm not going to make it possible to have healthy, balanced families because I'm going to go out. I refuse to pay child support. I refuse to get involved in the family. I'm going to go out and have my affairs. I'm going to chase porn. I'm going to chase pedophilia and blame everybody else. Unbelievable, these people. Okay? So that's a little look into the Federalist Society, what they sent today. Just a couple of the little things in there. Oh, there's much more than that. And put these things out daily, on a daily basis. They put this rhetoric, this propaganda out there. And because it's the Federalist Society, people buy into it when it is the darkest of the dark shadow being put out there as some sort of a truth. Okay? Oh, so I'm going to leave this here. Oh my goodness, I have just, and to think, these are the ones that are going in and in the schools for lawyers. They're spinning this crap to lawyers, and the lawyers become what? The judges. Okay? So they are indoctrinating this stuff into there. The other one that they had today was on Texas is leaving the school board thing because Biden is sending out armed guards to what did they say, to basically put fear mode into the parents. Okay? Yeah, they actually said that. To harass parents. Okay? No, there's been no harassment. They want to stay safe. That's all. From the uber right, which is continuing to, to harass people. Harass the school board. And trying to take out books which they deem kids shouldn't read. They shouldn't know about the Holocaust. They shouldn't know about slavery. They shouldn't know about any of those things. And what does it say? You need to remember the history in order to not repeat it. Okay? But they want to put those blinders over people's eyes so that they can once again repeat history. Okay? And we can't have this. We need to stand up for education. We need to stand up for human rights. We need to have equal rights. We need to have equal pay for women. Why is it if a guy gets custody, then it's, oh, that poor guy. He's got more ability to raise children than the woman does. He's got more finances, okay, than a woman does in order to give the things the children need, okay? So again, everything is so backwards with stuff. They don't say, oh, that poor woman when he leaves her in the lurch, okay? That happens all too frequent. That's normal, quote unquote, normal. But if the woman takes off and the man gets custody of the children, then, oh, that's a tragedy. That's just, oh, that poor guy. Oh my God, he's just such a stand-up person. Really? Really? There's a lot of things we need to look at in society, and we need to get changed, because this is just going down a dark, dark rabbit hole of insanity. So I'm going to leave this here. Love and light. See you online.